Всіх вітаю, проходимо далі Відьмака. Вже проходимо основні сюжетні лінії. Так. Зараз, секундочку, хлопців, дискортик. Повідомлення, да, відправимо дискортик. Так. Так. Трансляції. Зараз знайшов. Господи, вже 1006 вже ця вже. Серія. Всіх запрошую на стрім. Зараз, секундочку. Запрошую на стрім. Дивиться надо. Зараз ювання, дискордик. Дискордик вам скину, хлопці, кого немає, вступаємо в дискордик. Зразу лайк прилетів, бачу. Дякую, хлопці, хто лайк поставив, дякую. Дякую. Так. Канал. Раз. Ставили все. Що закріпимо тільки його. Я зараз отсюда закріплю, бо це, блядь, буде довго з телефона. Зараз тут раз, так, 3 точки. Все, до побачення. О, легше. Все, друзяки, полетіли. Місійки прикольні должні бути. Вже лайк прилетів, дякую за лайк. Все. Кажи, куди, дядь, піти.
We must put him down before he kills again.
I thought lesser vampires would heed a higher vampire's cold commands.
As a rule, they don't.
So how Deadloff sick them on the city?
I told you, he's exceptional. He manages to bend them to his will, control them with his thoughts.
Возможно, не знаю.
Until he orders them to back down or until he dies.
Який рост. Вампир сам її їбашить, бля, я даже ніхуя не делаю. Это пиздец. Ну я вже знаю, що цього вампира завалю. Бо він охуєв, бля. Він невинних людей повирізав за якоїсь женщини. І плюс я хочу, щоб та женщина, сестра графині вийшла. Все-таки.
Focus on Damien.
Need to look around. Armor proved useless. Claws sliced through steel like through butter.
We must hurry. Each moment's delay means another death.
Blow itself didn't kill him. Bled to death afterwards.
If we'd only arrived a bit earlier.
Варіани? Що таке Оріон?
They broke formation, ran.
That scent. It's Damien's blood. He was wounded.
Let's go.
Може тут щось є залутати? Я пішла і гляну.
Geralt.
Another one.
Ні, ніхуя.
Damn it.
He didn't
Ніхуя.
suffer long at least.
Груза не буде, не буде.
Barricade put up in the street.
Pointless. That's no obstacle to a vampire.
They didn't know. I didn't get a chance to prepare his face. Struck in the back. Trying to run.
They must have realized they could not hold his position.
Hope they found a corner to hide in. Won't be able to talk to it now. Die.
Що делать? Я їбу рот, блядь. От пиздила так, блядь. Я надіюсь, де ми появимося хоч. Не так далеко хоч появимося. Ну, мабуть, зараз от вампірів влейнем собі.
Need to look around. Blow itself didn't kill him. Bled to death afterwards.
If we'd only arrived a bit earlier.
Blow itself didn't kill him. Bled to death afterwards.
If we'd only arrived a bit earlier.
Another one. Damn it.
He didn't suffer long at least.
Я серйозно.
Blow itself didn't kill him. Bled to death afterwards.
If we'd only arrived a bit earlier.
They broke formation. Ran.
That scent. It's Damien's blood. He was wounded.
Let's go.
This is not the best time to check, Geralt.
Зразу зробимо одну хрень.
Barricade put up in the street.
Pointless. That's no obstacle to a vampire.
They didn't know. I didn't get a chance to prepare them. Time to end this. Nice team.
Geralt, care to come back?
Ого. Вже можна трошки маленько це все проходить, чи хуй там плавав, да? А можна, диви, нормально. Хорошо.
Must be in the bank. Barricaded themselves inside.
Іди нахуй, заїбав.
Sealing. Recognize the vampire.
Да я вже махнувся не встигаю, іди нахуй. Так,
Absurd.
так.
it? Single-handedly? That harlot's brood slaughtered half my unit.
I see the harlot's brood came close to slaughtering you as well.
Need to withdraw. You and your men. Now.
My duty lies with the city.
Won't help this city by leading your men to the slaughter. Damien, conversation back at the palace, remember? I'll say it again. Your men don't stand a chance.
Men, tend to the wounded and prepare to march out.
Doing the right thing. Now listen close. Silver. That's what you want to use against vampires. Your alchemists, order them to produce as much vampire oil as they can. Churn it out in gallons. Then coat your blades with it. Keep an eye out for Alps and Bruxae. The shapely ones resemble women. There one moment, gone the next. Bombs containing silver splinters are a pretty good idea.
Thank you, Witcher. I hope you're worth the coin the Duchess pledged you. And that you'll return with the head of the wretch that did this, skewered on a hook.
Your problem's my problem now. Leave it to me. I'll solve it.
How?
All I can say just now is I'm gonna need Sienna.
You know the Duchess's decision. Sienna awaits her trial, in custody.
We know it, but we do not agree with it.
You've that luxury. I do not. I've sworn my loyalty to her grace.
Folk are dying. Many more will, because of one.
If her grace learns I helped you, my head will roll.
And ours will follow right after it. Yet still we are prepared to take the risk. I fear we waste our time here. Come, Geralt.
Wait. When last I saw Sienna, her grace was escorting her to the palace playroom.
Playroom? As in, for children? You sure?
I've served in the ducal palace for years. I know its every corner. So yes, I am damn sure.
Playroom? So what, Duchess locked Sienna up in a dollhouse?
Honestly, I've no clue. Look, I've told you what I saw. What you do with it is no concern of mine.
Got it. I'll look into it. You get back to your barracks. Retrace my steps. Path ought to be clear.
And you've our gratitude. You helped us a great deal.
I helped Beauclair. At least I hope I did.
Let's go, Regis.
Here, the playroom's beyond this door.
Так, спасуть Оріани. Я думаю, що ж це вибор, це ж по-любому. Спасуть Оріани, є скрито. Це або його убить, або її, типа, перевести до нього, да, в руки. Я правильно розумію? А ну, Топстар, скажи. Бо я хочу її, щоб вона жива осталась. Ось цього завалить. Це ж мені гра не просто так вибір дає. Я теж думаю, я хочу, щоб вона жива осталась. Я вже тобі трошки спойлер зробив, я бачив момент трошки, що буде, знай, я не хочу. Тоді йти в дєску, да? То йти в дєску мені, да? Понял. Твою мать, де ти взялося, блядь? О, так, бля, як вилетіли. Бля, десь вже медитацію нельзя провести, да? Блять, а що таке? Я ж не хотів це использовать. R. Слушай, тут вампир сам хорошо справляется. Да ему и не нужен. Ой, можно.
Locked. Of course. Regis. I'll have a fist fight with his door to stand guard, but on Henrietta's personal request.
По-любому наша хитрость десь на обход іти. Нам це відкрив.
At your service.
А, це відкрив. Та, блін, проходь, що ти став? Так.
No one here.
We should look around. More searching and less chatting, Yaron, please.
Something inside? Nope. Empty.
Ні, вампір реально цей головний, наш злодій, да, він діч робить почав, ну, сильно. Причому тут останні люди, при тому, що тебе з бабою проблеми, ну, тип, вибачай, блядь, люди другі не при чому тут.
Somebody broke its wings off.
A rocking horse. Rather worn. I suppose it got a...
Nice tune.
Indeed. Pleasant. It's a shame the mechanism's damaged.
Miniature tableware. And plush toys. Cute. What the? Found a notebook. Property of Isabelle de Roquefort, court governess. The notes of Siana and Anna Henrietta's governess when they were little.
I'm not sure it will help, but I suppose there's no harm in leafing through them.
Siana gave me a drawing today
Charming.
of freshly decapitated bodies covered in blood.
Perhaps not so much.
I asked her why ever she would draw such a thing. Her Highness claimed it was a rendering of nightmares which have plagued her for as long as she can remember. Siana does wake up screaming nearly every night, save when she shares a bed with Henrietta. Curse of the Black Sun. Supposedly girls afflicted by it had horrible dreams, kind of horrible that made some of them go mad. The girls quarreled today. I must note rather sadly they did not behave as befits future ladies. The incident devolved into fisticuffs. Anna Henrietta was first to strike her sister. Siana gave back as good as she'd gotten. By the time I separated them, Henrietta had lost 2 teeth. She ran off to complain to her parents. His Grace the Duke refused to believe my version of events. He laid all the blame on Siana and vowed to punish the little one harshly. Henrietta did her best to have her sister's sentence commuted, but the Duke and Duchess proved unbending.
Once you're labeled a black sheep, it's so hard to shed that reputation.
Today I accompanied the girls for the first time to the land of 1,000 fables. We spent half the day there. First we played with Thumbelina, then with Barbarossa, who proved quite the charmer for a brigand and pirate.
I'm beginning to suspect Isabelle de Roquefort wrote in her diary after taking a powerful hallucinogenic. Cannabis rudelaris, for instance, or...
Shh, don't interrupt. I tip my cap to Master Artorius Vigo for his achievement. He has proved he has no equal in the arcane arts.
Wait, Artorius was the court mage here, a specialist in illusions, which means...
Regis, last warning. Stop interrupting or I'll seat you in the corner. The girls told me if I ever wish to visit alone, I need but crack open the land of 1,000 fables and utter out loud the incantation, Expecto Ludum.
A book as the key to an illusion. My, this grows more interesting by the minute.
Mages sent by the Conclave arrived today. They came to examine Siana. I cannot know what conclusions they drew, but His Grace now seems clearly upset.
Curse of the Black Sun. There's no doubt then that she was diagnosed with the syndrome symptoms.
Or had that label planted on her. It goes on. I dared ask the Duke what would become of the girl. He did not reply. I tutored the girls in Nilfgaardian today. Sienna applies herself so, though she has great difficulty memorizing new vocabulary. Lady Henrietta seems more gifted in this regard, yet also prone to impish behavior. When she thought me out of earshot, she called me a blood accuser. She and Sienna laughed so hard they almost choked. Blood is damned, or cursed. What's Cusa?
In the melodious tongue of our none-too-friendly neighbors to the south, the word describes the many-petaled flower that blooms in that place we so unmelodiously call the crotch.
Realize this might sound improbable, but maybe, just maybe, Anna Henrietta tossed Sienna into that illusion.
Not impossible. She would be safe there, and isolated. We must see.
Where's that book? Miniature tableware. And plush toys. Cute. Nothing under the carpet.
Did you expect something? Apart from the dust swept under there by a lazy chambermaid.
Locked.
Ключ.
A tin knight. Well, well. A key tucked behind a picture. This it? Let's see. Expecto ludum. Regis? Regis! Land of 1,000 fables. Incredible. Let's see where this road takes me. Eye of Nihilani is going wild. Whole land's an illusion. It's so powerful there's no way to dispel it.
Як красиво, диви. Гарно так. Куда вниз? Куда вниз спускаєшся? Куда вверх?
Bloody hell, let him out!
Voices.
He gobbled up my gingerbread! Now it's my turn to gobble
Voices.
him! Hands off my hearth, dearie. You wouldn't want me to get cross. Then you open it. Now, who's this? A lost traveler? Not supposed to be here, sweetie. Why, you're old. Old and pale. But never worry. A bit of butter, a bit of spice, and you'll make a tasty morsel. Just as soon as I catch you. Come now, you cannot possibly fear a few magical plants. Carcass. Careful she doesn't douse you.
Так, хорошо, понял. Ага, М не работает. Понял. Не знаю. То, блядь, наш наебало вот, наши шесть. Мне же сорвать. Ты, блин, на шаре якось постоянно. Хорошо, а если огонь? Опа! Все, понял, так. Давай, 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 ну! Что ж с тобой? Давай, шевелись. Огни, короче, да, работает? Понял, будем знать так. Так, блин, надо всю черную кругу убрать. Я ей постоянно случайно нажимаю. Мне в сраку. Так, все. Да давай же, лица огней можно использовать. Блять, понял. Устал опять. Як же її подловити з цим огні, скажи мені, це коли вона вниз буде цю хуйню кидати, може, я не знаю. Зараз попробуємо. Бля, ти бачиш, не можу подловити. Ладно, може... А! Я не можу її подловити, я не знаю, як вона, як її... Це в жопа. Я не знаю, що робити так. Ну, я не знаю, як її подловити. Банально, я раз її случайно подловив. Може наверх десь вилізти можна? Не можна. Та, блядь, я не можу подловити, я, блядь, тільки хп теряю, це, ти бачиш? Ну, безсмисленна хуйня. Та сьогодні інтоксикація, що мене доб'є. Це хуйня. Бля, я вже всю жрату вже проспав. Практично. Ёбаний ти в рот. Блядь, заебала, блядь. Сука. Ге-ге-ге-ге, блядь. Сука. Ёбана. А що в мене за огні прикрашається, блядь? Набирайся, то раз. Не надо бігати, щоб воно набралось, я понял. Сука. А кроме огні, що ще работає, блядь? Я не знаю, що робити. Це пизда рулю. Загрузить. Сука. Я їбу рот нахуй. Блять, і та хуйня ж стрілами ж не бере вообще, блять. Піздец. І це, щоб її, блять, кинуть у неї щось, ти должен постаратися проїбать хп. При любих обстоятельствах. Блять, понял, не то хотіла. Тепер стоять ждать, поки набереться ця хуйня. Де ти? На, блядь. О, лишилось. Ух, так. Опять туплю нахуй, опять туплю. Блять, да я ж, сука, ну, блять, надо эту хуйню убрать опять, господи боже. Я случайно, блять, юзаю цю хуету, блять. Иди нахуй сюда, блять. Де ти, блять? Де ця жратва, блять? На, горошок жри, блять. Заїбав, блять. О, поймали. А ну иди сюда, блядь, иди сюда. Вот сюда, блядь. А ну иди сюда, сука. Да шо ж ты, блядь, шлюха ты ебана, блядь, проститутка нахуй. Так, стоим, надо набрать всю хрень. Все. Ну иди сюда, блядь. Сука. Иди сюда, тебе в очко ебать. Так, стоим, надо набрать. Иди сюда, сука. Не.
Seems you're having a tough go of it. Felicitations.
Подсосала,
Seems you've
сука.
won.
Шаловьё ебаное, нахуй.
What the hell was that?
The Wicked Witch. Heard of her, haven't you? Now, where did you put that key?
Listen, how'd you come by a weapon?
It's Prince Charming's. He no longer needs it. Here it is.
Thank you. She'd have begged me for certain if you'd not... Sienna? Is that you?
It's been years, Jack.
Have you come to play?
No, I just want your beans, so you can breathe easy.
Beans? What beans?
Try not to interrupt. Well, Jack, where are they?
Sienna, I'm sorry, but I haven't got them.
Oh, something tells me you're lying. Perhaps you wish to play the old games after all, hmm? This little piggy went to market. This little piggy went home, for instance.
I'm telling the truth. I swear it. Henrietta, she ordered them buried all over, so you wouldn't be able to leave.
Where?
I don't know. But Joss, the boy with the thing for wolves, he should know. He sticks his nose in everyone's affairs.
He had better know, because if not, I'll find you and we'll have ourselves a little talk. Understand? Now shoo! Ah, all right. So why is it you're here?
Came to free you.
Nice of you, but a waste of your effort. I plan to free myself.
You might not. Bound to be easier with my help, as our most recent adventure amply showed.
Mm-hmm. Yet I still don't know why you even give a damn.
It's Deadloff. He's trying to force Anna Henrietta's hand. Wants her to release you. Summoned monsters to attack Beauclair.
Sounds like Deadloff, all right. But I doubt you came all this way just to bring me up to speed on current events. So get to the point, please.
Isn't it obvious? Offering to be your ally. We both want you out of here. You because you want your freedom back. Me because as soon as you meet with Deadloff, he'll put an end to the chaos in the city.
You exposed me. I landed in prison because of you. Now you come to beg my help, I dare say. My life is full of surprises, isn't it? But normally I'd tell you to sod off. But, from what you say, folk are dying who have nothing to do with this. Not part of the plan. Deadloff was only to kill those who deserved it. No one else. Fine, Witcher. I accept your offer. Consider us allies. Shake on it.
This place. Tell me something more. It's an illusion, right?
Yes. Created by Arturius Vigo. Anna, Henrietta, and I would come here to play out scenes from our favorite fables.
Which didn't seem like she was playing.
Magical entropy. Without maintenance, the spell gradually disintegrates over time. It grows wild.
Your sister chose a dangerous place for your prison.
It's deceptive. Provided I don't provoke them, the fairy tale characters don't attack me. But you don't belong here. So you had best be on your watch.
Since you brought it up, the knights Deadloff killed. What exactly did they do to you? Crespi, Dulac, Lacroix, Peyrac Peyran?
Not a memory I enjoy revisiting, but I suppose you deserve to know. When my parents disowned me, they ordered those very knights to escort me beyond the duchy's borders. All did so without uttering a single word in my defense.
Like you said, they had their orders.
But Crespi was not ordered to beat me unconscious with a horsewhip after my first attempted escape. And Ulak had no instructions to deny me food and abuse me. I learned something then. Knights are not so chivalrous when no one's watching.
That explains a lot.
Shocked, aren't you? You must have thought you had me pegged. Before bothering to hear my side. Everyone does that.
Curse of the Black Sun. That's why you were banished, right?
Twisted princesses, mutants. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Even met one of you. Renfrey of Creighton.
And? Was she truly monstrous?
She was cruel, that's certain. But what caused it? The curse or what she went through? Asking myself to this day.
You killed her, didn't you?
Had no choice.
Funny. Mum said the same when she tossed me out of the house.
So, what's with the beans? Mind explaining?
Certainly. But you must gird yourself with patience. There are 2 ways out of this land. My darling sister blocked one when she tossed me in here. The other's up there, in the clouds. She made it hard, but not impossible to access by concealing the beans.
Still don't understand.
Don't fret, just listen. That boy, that was Jack, of Beanstalk fame. You know the tale?
Jack climbed a gigantic beanstalk to a giant's castle, high up in the clouds.
As we shall do if we can just find those blasted beans. There are 3. 1 red, 1 blue, 1 yellow.
Stalk won't sprout from just one?
No, because it must transpire exactly as it did in the tale. Clear now? So we must find Joss. Perhaps he will be able to help us. You lead. Joss can usually be found wandering the glade at the foot of the mountain. It's some distance from here.
Оцей княжн виганяє з дому.
To the right.
Це якраз у перших серіях Відьмака в серіалі є, там теж подобна історія. Плюс це в книжці читав. Блін, в мене інтоксикація. Ну-ка. В мене працює що. Давай подивимось, є хоч. Попитно, пряник якийсь є. Так. Я чую тут, що і коли, короче, у стіни є все, треба использовать його, воно типа дасть уміння одне, да? Іменно в цьому місці треба использовать. Яблуко. Блін, це як казочка. Казковий спід. Не знаю. Хай вже саме проходить. Я знаю, що він знімає, але тільки вміння пропадають. Ладно, хай поки буде.
So, what exactly is happening in the city?
Мені треба М вообще. Ну, бачиш, М не робить. О, де, работа. Раз. Все, вона зняла. Ну, здесь хитрость.
Bloodshed, a massacre, which is why we gotta hurry.
You needn't fret. Time
Так, треба зробити так, щоб вона осталась жива.
Stay
Я...
here a week. Outside,
Номер.
ugly and fierce.
Hang your head from my saddle.
Так, в ідеї їх 7 должно бути, правильно? Якщо це за білосніжку казочка, то...
The friendliest pixies I've met.
We were put here to protect the Fable Sphere from intruders. Meaning you.
Так. Наверх.
Oh, unicorns! We must catch them. We won't have to walk everywhere then. I call the pink one.
На єдинорогах кататися? Бля, хулі, давай.
Exciting, isn't it? Reminds me of my childhood.
Reminds me of something altogether different.
Care to elaborate?
Rather not.
Wolves here. None at all. This is grand. I'm all right. Not in any danger. That...
Relax, it's over.
No, it's not. There's more. Another wolf behind you. Ignore him. He always lies.
Aha. Boy who cried wolf. Still does, I suppose. And doesn't, when they actually appear.
The one and only. Listen, you little chit. Jack said you know what's become of his 3 bees. I don't know anything! Not one thing, and besides, watch out! Wolves!
This'll be interesting. Right, let's get to it. Let's say for a minute you know what happened to the red bean. Where wouldn't it be?
For certain, no one swallowed it. Oh no, definitely not that. Of course not. But say someone didn't. Who would it be that didn't swallow it? A human. The most human-y human in the land of 1,000 fables. Everyone! Wolves! Run!
Bet you haven't heard what happened to the blue bean. Maybe? Not at all? Right?
I've heard it lies about somewhere, out in the open.
Just like that? No one guarding it?
Nobody. 3 times over. Help! Wolves!
Yellow bean. Don't know a thing about it, right?
It's somewhere very, and I mean very deep. So deep, in fact, it's completely underground. And who has it? A bold farmhand, who in no way and not at all awaits someone. Not in the slightest. Good folk! Wolf! Say that word one more time and I'll chop you up. Feed you to the fishes. Understood?
All right, we should go.
Watch out for wolves!
Tough to talk to, that one.
Was it, though? You need merely remember he always lies. Or more precisely, reverses the truth.
Where to now?
I'm not sure. We should visit some of the other fables. The meaty ones, that is. Perhaps then Joss's hints will make more sense. It's just a few. Red Riding Hood, piglets and bears, 3 of each. And Goldilocks, of course. Then Longlocks, and a little lass who sells flint.
Fine. Let's get to work. Incredible. You must have loved this place.
I did at first. But children get bored quickly. Even tea parties with a whole cackle of princesses eventually
Так.
turn dull and routine.
Так.
What did you do then?
Dropped a duck egg in the swan's nest once. That sort of thing. Stole the pea out from under the princess.
Ага, умение. Так.
Who sleeps to this day?
Вони, я так поняв, карту ж не відкриєш. Угу. Ну що, давайте на єдинорог. Коли ми ще на єдинорогах покатаємося, да? Пішли.
Faster! Come on, you... Know what?
Той перший.
They need names. I'll call mine. Anise.
Call mine Roach.
Roach? Are you serious? Ugh. Oh look! The Emperor of Nilfgaard. He's come out to show off his new robe. Wolves!
Цікаво, растіння тут унікальні якісь ростуть? Чи ні? Ладно,
That's it, Roach.
пішли. Тихо, тихо. Тихо. А, пішли пішком. О, які задачки тут є, слухай. Ну-ка, давай візьмемо.
Contract from a goose. That's new.
You really aim to concern yourself with that?
A true witcher should never abandon poultry.
Давайте гусиню знайдемо. О, торгашні. Опа.
Care for a cigarillo? A bit of tobacco? A dab of fistek?
Remind me, what tale are you from?
Sold flints when I was a lass. But no one bought them, so I branched out. Now I deal in snuffs, puffs, all sorts of fun things. What'll you have, sweeties?
Magic beans. Do you have any?
If it's not the new name of some kicker I already have, dearies, then no. But maybe you'd like some.
Hey, where'd you get that ribbon? That's mine.
Is that so? Then why was it lying in the bushes? Finders keepers, sweetheart.
The ribbon.
Якщо не помиляюсь, на ленточку дачу.
There's not much to explain. I got it from Arturius Vigo when I was a child. It was to protect me from evil. It clearly didn't work, given how I ended up.
But it means a lot to you.
How should I put this? I have so few mementos from my childhood, and the ribbon reminds me of the good old days, when I was someone else.
Dears, could you continue this touching scene elsewhere, You're scaring away my customers.
Give Sienna the ribbon. Why not, huh?
Sugar plum. The only thing I hand out for free is a first hit. To get them to come back for a second, of course. For all else, you've got to pay.
What if I asked you nicely?
Ask me nicely and I might play you for it. A round of cards?
Ні, карти не точно. Платим.
I'll pay you for the ribbon. This enough?
It's enough. Now go away.
All right. Tell me.
What?
What you want in return. You're not doing this out of the kindness of your heart.
Don't want anything in return.
Thank you.
Що до гусині? Пробіжимо.
Watch out! Pixies!
Пішли подивимося, що тут є. Прикольно, тут гноми якісь живуть. То.
Oh, the three little pig songs. You know the story, don't you? Who's afraid of the big bad wolf?
Looks like Big Bad's already blown down the houses of straw and sticks. Brick's the only one left.
We should look inside. Remember Joss's words?
One being lies out in the open, guarded by three nobodies. Yeah, that could be it.
Сорі. Залипали клавиши случайно.
Doesn't seem to be at home. A feather, broken. There was a fight. A feather, broken. There was a fight. Goose feathers. Must have been flapping its wings. Or did it just get plucked?
Watch out! Pixies! I shall butcher you! That's bastards!
Так, друзі, перерва хвилин 10, я щас повечеряю. Щас буду. Так, все, я тут. Вечерять ходив. Продовжуємо.
Hey, there, in the trees. Some kind of camp?
Деревами щось є.
Ugh, ugly and fierce.
Verkochten Exaswert! Du mean to crop?
But why keep her in a cage? Eggs from free-range birds
Here
are
it
so
is.
much better.
Got it.
Hello, Witcher.
Цього синя.
Good thing you posted that notice. Never would have found you otherwise.
Oh look, she laid a golden egg for you.
If only all my employers were that generous. Would have preferred a magic bean, but not about to complain.
Так. Це ми цей секретик знаємо. Надо світі сказати його використати. Де це яйце? Мабуть, в їжі, по-любому в їжі должно бути.
Did you really travel all the way here for a contract?
Check the job.
I don't believe it. You must have had another reason.
Well, spent a few idyllic months in Beauclair some time past. Part of me wanted to come back, I think.
Oh yes. Visit to...
Щас.
Once and will always long to return.
Вон бабушки пішли навісти.
Hello? Can we talk?
Watch my head! Damn it all! I swear that was the last time I drank with Redbeard. Oh, Sienna, a bloody long time it's been. You've changed.
Whereas you, not at all, big bad wolf. Though it seems you've started running with the wrong crowd.
And who should I run with, eh? Thumbelina? One shot and she's under the table. But, what brings you?
You could always have a drink with us.
Oh, what? No! Not on your life. I can barely stand, I'm so hungover.
You know what they say about the hair of the dog?
Out of the question. And why must you drink? Do you wish to drown some sorrow? And I don't mean to pry, but you don't look much like a young duchess to me.
They stripped me of my title and birthright, then banished me. A family spat, let's say.
Listen, looking for magic beans. Seen any?
I was given one for safekeeping, but...
Where is it? Talk!
Shh, not so loud.
Oh, I can be much louder than this. And resort to other means of persuasion.
Right there, the threats. Sienna to a T. Listen, I exist to restage a fairy tale. If you want to play at it, I'll be happy to oblige. but it won't be easy. The thing is, Little Red Riding Hoods popped her clogs.
What?
1,000 times they cut my gut open, filled it full of rocks, and drowned me in the river. So once you stopped coming, I decided to repay the little imp for all her loving labor. But now it's at the bottom of the well, she and the hunter, which means we can't play, and I'm under no obligation to talk to you, not about beans, nor anything else. So leave me be. Sod off.
Wolf's pretty cranky.
Surprised? Think about it. He was cast in the role of the Nemesis without ever asking for it. It's a dog's life, I tell you.
So, what now?
Don't worry. I'll play with him. Or rather, play him. I just need that little red hood. A piece of apparel, that is. Not the poor girl's corpse.
That's a relief.
You wish to help me? Here's your chance. Jump in the well and fish it out. Well, chop chop.
All right. Time to jump in the well.
Break a leg? Any luck?
Yep. Look what I got.
That would never fit you. Give it to me. How do I look?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Let's go see the big bad wolf.
Let me guess. You'll play the granddaughter.
Mm-hmm. And you, the hunter.
You again? I thought I was clear. I will not talk to you if Little Red Riding Hood is not with you.
Not a problem. Sienna can take her place.
What? Very well. It's not as if I can forbid you. Granddaughter, come closer, sweetie.
But, Grandmama, what big eyes you have.
The better to see you with, my dear.
Granny, what big arms you have.
The better to embrace you with, my dear.
And Grandmama, what big teeth you have. Eh?
The better to eat you with, my dear.
Butcher you!
It's clearing up.
Remember what Joss said about the red bean. A human has it, and he definitely didn't swallow it.
Mm-hmm. Gotta open his belly. Bottle caps, fake teeth, a corkscrew. Ah, here it is. Red bean.
Well then, one step closer to our goal.
What?
I find myself wondering if you're just horribly discreet, or if those mutations completely scrubbed away your curiosity. Are you really not interested in what happened? In what became of me after they cast me out?
Well, since you brought it up, I'd gladly hear the rest. Let's see. I had escorted you out of the duchy.
Yes, and the noble knights of Toussaint, I didn't stop until we reached the Ketdu wilderness. They left me there alone, without a copper, in a torn lace dress, right when the frosts were setting in. They assumed something would eat me, or that I'd do everyone a favor and die of hunger. But as always, I failed to live up to expectations. I wandered the woods for a week, went purple from the cold, gnawed the bark from twigs. Finally, I saw a light among the trees. A campsite. They were bandits, bearded, drunk, spattered with blood. I was sure they'd rape me or kill me, or both.
Take it neither happened?
That's when I learned a robber and a murderer can be a better man than a knight in shining armor. They took me in, we set off for Nazaire, and I did what I could to repay them. I advanced in their ranks rather quickly. Eventually, I became their leader. Of the whole ragged band.
Should have stayed there, maybe.
Perhaps. Perhaps I should have forgotten everything, started a new life. But you know what? There came a point when I thought, you wanted a monster. Then a monster you shall get.
Been through a lot.
I have. And throughout this time, my sister was stomping grapes and shagging minstrels on down bedding.
She wasn't the one to banish you.
And I'm not angry at her for that. I'm angry at her because she forgot about me. Right. We've had our chat. Come.
Так. Давай до 3 поросят. Тип, мені політичні новини тут не треба. Зразу нахуй можеш піти. Серйозно, теряйся. Це ігровий канал. Не пиши мені цю хуйню.
Three bears.
3 stools, 3 beds, 3 bowls.
One a bit too big, the other too small, the third just right.
Someone's eaten from our bowls.
Blonde curls. Rest of the body's too mutilated. Hard to say anything.
She got what she deserved, as I see it. Always took what she wanted without asking.
No bean here. Gotta keep looking.
До Рапунцель пішли.
This long logs tower?
Indeed. It's even taller than I remembered.
Wait. What Joss said about the third beam, remember?
In the possession of a bold farmhand somewhere deep beneath the ground. Yes, this must be it. Let's go.
Could pull myself up here, and I'll have to make that jump.
If you say so, I shall wait down here if it's all the same. Climbing's not my strong suit.
Як гарно, ага. Диви, класно. І пав. Я в ахуї, блядь. Трошки. Я що, 5 хп восстановив? Ні. Вроді казковий світ, ну щось він якийсь такий казковий світ, що прям не знаю. Типа Рапунцель повісилась на волосах, ну блять, ребят, таке, конечно.
Here it is. Would have stunk to climb all that way for nothing.
Це піздец. Якось не такі казки, трошки вже дав побачити. Ну, в принципі, Відьмак. Пішли вниз. Не, ну красота, красота. Так. Ну це думаю, от не просто ж так ти переходиш, чи це ми. І... О, нам сюди.
So?
Got the bean, but long logs. Seems she got sick of waiting for a knight in shining armor.
Can you blame her? Men these days, dandies and fops all.
That why you cozied up to a vampire?
Detlef was a tool, and only a tool.
Too bad he didn't know that.
I trust no one. Learned that long ago. Now it's his turn.
To use him. Was that your plan from the start?
No. At first, I was simply intrigued. Do you know the story? It was in Matina, a few years past. I'd gone there to pass some loot off to a fence I know. We were hashing out the terms when in walked Detlef. He said he'd come to sell a silver candlestick. He gripped it through a cloth. That caught my eye. I followed him out, observed him from a distance, but he caught on quickly.
Yeah, superhuman senses will do that.
He turned down a blind alley. I followed. He jumped out from behind a crate, baring his teeth. I suppose he'd wanted to frighten me. Alas, he didn't in the least. After all, I'm a monster too, am I not?
What happened then?
We talked, then met up once, twice, 3 times. Enough that he became infatuated. I truly enjoyed it at first, but only at first. He did not love like a man, but like an animal, madly, deeply, unconditionally, wildly. To return such a feeling, anyone would be hard-pressed, let alone someone as twisted as I am.
So there came a day you just up and disappeared.
Yes, there was no other way. Let's just be friends, or I don't deserve you. He'd never have understood that sort of thing. But then, once I decided to return, clean up some old affairs, I remembered him and concluded he could still be of use.
Playing with fire, that.
Definitely. And either I'll get burned, or I'll burn all else down. No other options.
Got a history with Detlef now, so this meeting will be different. Not afraid?
I can handle him.
Mm-hmm. Sure about that?
You look at him as a witcher and see a monster. I know what he's really like. You needn't worry. It's time to go. Just a bit more work and we'll be able to say sod off to this fecking fable sphere.
Що робити, то треба.
Get him!
Побач, they didn't like that.
Це 3 поросянка, да? Це тобі казочка. Де ще він бігає?
Bad Witcher huffed and puffed, and look, got a bean.
It cannot be.
What cannot be?
You actually have a sense of humor.
Why so shocked?
Well, when you arrived, all you did was pout and mumble things in that graphically monotone. And now this. A jest. And a good one at that. But here we are chatting away when there's work to do. The beans won't plant themselves, you know. Now we must plant them by the path near Longlock's tower. Then prepare to meet the giant. So, do you like it here?
No, got a problem with magic in general. Illusions, portals, all that. Don't trust any of it.
A bow of old-fashioned tastes, eh? I like that.
Можна і торгувати чи ні?
What is it, loves?
What have you got to sell exactly?
Like I said, tobacco, fish tech, all sorts of things. Have a look.
Wasting time here, Sienna. Let's go.
Just a bit more and I'll be free. At last. Wait!
Why?
The stalk will sprout abruptly. Very abruptly. We must be careful. All right, toss them!
Something's always gotta go.
The home stretch.
Incredible.
Admire the view later. First, we must deal with... him.
Fairy tale creature. That was one tough son of a wench.
I told you this land had gone ape mad, though I did not expect it to be so severe.
Can't help thinking you might have done that on purpose.
Why ever would I have?
To get rid of your guard, your captor. Getting close to the exit at this point. Probably think you don't need me anymore.
Well, you're wrong. You still stand to be quite useful to me.
That's so? How? Plan to use me like you did Detloff?
No, I need you for a purpose far simpler. Well, don't just stand there and stare. I need a man, Geralt, and I'm not afraid to say it. I have no idea what awaits me once we leave this place. Treat it as my last wish.
Сорі, ребят, тут уже такий моментик не можна. Жалко, звісно, не можу показувати, бо я трошки темний екран. Це гарно. Все на топчик було.
Just gonna go our separate ways? No parting words?
Did you wish to tell me something?
Actually, that'd probably be best.
Oh my. No woman's ever treated you this way.
Not that I recall, no.
In that case, at last you felt what so many women in this world feel at times.
I just hope this tale has a happy ending. For me, for you, for everyone.
That may very well depend on you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing beyond what you heard. For now. Come. The exit's this way.
На секунду. Я тут трошки не херню зайнятий, а ну-ка щас. Так. Так, ну надо отремкать, мабуть, меж буде. Меж тут вроді для меша, да? Угу. 15, а тут скільки 40, да?
Ah, the wisp. I think it's got something to show us.
Careful. It's not to be trusted.
Just curious. Why do you want the heart of Toussaint and the ducal line?
They were my right. My due.
Doubt we would have figured you out if you hadn't tried to get them. Know that, don't you?
I do. And I regret nothing. One lives but once. Here,
Нічого
we
немає.
need but jump into the well. You first.
Ну нам надо її без спасти. Не знаю, я хочу, щоб вся сім'я у зборі була.
Portals in a fountain? Not terribly practical.
It was a secret passage. Henriette and I would use it to...
Hide from your governess, which luckily she noted down in her diary, thus I knew where to await you. But never mind that. Has the young lady agreed to help clean up the mess she's made?
She has. And stop treating me as if I were a child.
Would you prefer I treated you like the lying manipulator you are?
Calm down, both of you.
But...
No buts. Let's go. Really want to be done with this. Nice place.
Isn't it? Offers a lovely view of the valley. On a clear day, you can see the outlines of done time.
Is it, though? A ruin like any other, I think.
So sensitive. So aware. Honestly, what did Detlef ever see in you?
Perhaps he'll tell you himself.
You nervous?
Mm-hmm. It's always a bit nerve-wracking meeting an ex. Especially so when said ex is a vampire.
I doubt he'll be in the mood for jests.
I know. May I be honest? Yes, I'm nervous. I really would prefer just to run off. I gave my word I would help, I know. But how much is that worth? Yet I owe him this meeting. And that is that.
Let's get ready. Detlef will be here any moment now.
Sienna, I have a question I must ask you. Did you truly feign it all? That which bound us was a ruse?
Detlef, it's not that simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not. In forgiving you, I grieve. For now, we must part.
Що це таке?
The ribbon?
Ha! Seems I've been fooled again. She will pay for this, sooner or later. She will pay! You never should have meddled with her!
Так, подождіть, щас мама щось підходила, щас я підійду. Так, хлопці, хочу сценку, там, походу, сцена зависла була, я хочу поняти, як вона іщезла. Давайте перезагрузимо. Це буде мені для шорса надо. Я щось взагалі ніхіра не поняв, як вона взагалі пропала.
Nice place.
Isn't it? Offers a lovely view of the valley. On a clear day, you can see the outlines of Duntine.
Is it, though? A ruin like any other, I think.
So sensitive. So aware. Honestly, what did Detlef ever see in you?
Perhaps he'll tell you himself.
You nervous?
It's always a bit nerve-wracking meeting an ex. Especially so when said ex is a vampire.
I doubt he'll be in the mood for jests.
I know. May I be honest? Yes, I'm nervous. I really would prefer just to run off. I gave my word I would help, I know. But how much is that worth? Yet I owe him this meeting. And that is that.
Let's get ready. Detlef will be here any moment now.
Sienna, I have a question I must ask you. Did you truly feign it all? That which bound us was a ruse?
Detlef, it's not that simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not. In forgiving you, I grieve. For now, we must part.
The ribbon?
Ha! Seems I've been fooled again. She will pay for this, sooner or later. She will pay! You never should have meddled, Witcher! Just enough. You tricked me, both of you.
Так, там проти бестии надо цей Я так поняв, там така сцена й должна була бути, да? Чи то в мене щось забагувалась сцена 2 рази, як вона пропала, чи так воно й должно було бути? Як у тебе була та сцена? Коротше, я поняв. Ленточка. Поняв. Ну, що є, то є. Добре. Ми провірили 2 рази, значить, що це баг, значить. Ну, хай так буде. Ну, я поняв. Коротше, рішилась та ленточка, що я купив, бо я в Ютубі бачив, що її вбили. Так, надо 200, коротше. Масло лить.
Silence! If you acknowledge any gods, start praying now.
Ого. Коротше, другий костюм їбашим, бо це не діло з цим. Він дуже слабий. Ще другий костюм поставимо. Де броня буде. Хоча б не так збиватиме, чи що. Так. Ще раз це? Ну давайте подивимося.
Nice place.
Isn't it? Offers a lovely view of the valley. On a clear day, you can see the outlines of done time.
Is it, though? A ruin like any other, I think.
So sensitive, so aware. Honestly, what did Detlef ever see in you?
Perhaps he'll tell you himself.
Let's get ready. Deadloff will be here any moment now.
Sienna, I have a question I must ask you. Did you truly feign it all? That which bound us was a ruse?
Detlef, it's not that simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not. In forgiving you, I grieve. For now, we must part.
The ribbon.
Ha! Seems I've been fooled.
Короче, запаговано. Запаговано, не получится на сцену зашостить. Ну ладно.
just the last. You tricked me, both of you!
Didn't plan any of it.
Silence!
If you acknowledge any gods,
Це
start
піздець, ну це я.
now.
Це я їбу, він тупо хп зноса і все, я не знаю, що з ним робити. Вже в мене рівень маленький для нього. Я не знаю, що з ним робити. Мене тупо виносить нахуй. Він пару раз щось і все. Може в мене рівень не підходящий, що? Може на рівень більший зробити персонажа, я не знаю. Що не так то, блядь? Ну він мене тупо виносить нахуй. Вже ж не готовий до цього боса?
Nice.
Isn't
Is it, perhaps?
Let's get ready. The ribbon.
Бо я не розумію, що робити. Ну. Мене тупо бронь, блядь, ну, не витягує, блядь, проти нього. Вообще прям. Збережем, щоб зразу отсюди.
I want you just the last. You tricked me.
Іди нахуй, сука, блядь, підарас!
Plan any of it.
Silence!
Я в тебе, підара, їбать, в очко буду, сука! А ми бачили, який ти, молодець, блядь.
Acknowledge any gods. Start praying now.
Він при любих обстоятельствах мене коцає. Ну, а що мені з ним робити, нахуй? Я не розумію. Ну, і вообще прям. Я не знаю, Unreal завалить. Не знаю, якщо ми не завалимо, будемо вважати, що гра пройдена. Все, ну а що я зроблю? Він мене тупо їбе, я навіть до нього підібратися не можу. Він тупо. Я не знаю, коротше. Я вже. Що робити з ним, душі не їбу, блядь. Ну, він мене їбе і все, блядь. Та, блядь, заїбав, блядь, твою мать ракну, сука. Вона здохла, блядь,
I want
скоріше.
you just the last. You tricked me, both of you!
Didn't plan any of it.
Заїбав, так.
Stench.
Блін, такого ми його валимо, а дальше? тупо їбе і все, блядь. І ти хоч стрися нахуй, я не знаю, що з ним робити.
If you acknowledge any gods, start praying now.
Ну ось, він тупо з плюхи виносить, блядь, практично все. Ну ж я не знаю, що з ним робити. Я не знаю, що, бля, подожди. Все, це застряшно. Подожди, надо, знаєш що? Ще хпшку одна хуйня дає.
Prepare to die, Witcher!
Трася тут так, путь з нею, блядь. Хай хоч здохне, мені похуй. Ще довго я так зможу. Блядь, що з нуля починати його заїбать? Господи! Що ж за босс такий, ёбаний ти в рот? Я їбу нахуй, блядь. Не, якщо з нуля, блядь, це жопа нахуй. І так його їлі, блядь, тоді зловив, блядь. Це пізда нахуй. Скажіть, що, блядь. Ні! Сука! Ой, блядь!
You tricked me! Both of you!
Ты нахуй, твою мать, равного очка, сука! Та яйця, які вже яйця вже, блядь, уже з нуля почалося, блядь. А все, хай бива, блядь, я не знаю, блядь! Я не можу його завалити. Ого! Загружайся, блядь, рано, їби мене в очко, блядь. Розрізить, все. Так, не названюйте, блядь, йдіть нахуй. Да я вже понял, що це важкий, блядь. Це не бос, у мене шмот говно. У мене він їбе, блядь, дуплю. Тут діло не в тому, блядь, не знаю, стане цей шмот. Якусь хрень ще не знаю, блядь. Я їх беріг, ну, блядь, дивлюся, вже надо ставити. Оце оці штуки. Любі ставим вже подряд, блядь. Це я огні пользуюсь часто. А й огні буде. Я вже не знаю, блядь.
Both of you!
Didn't plan any of it.
Silence!
Бля, не то використав. О, все, забрали. Ну це саме жорстке, оця хуйня. І, бля, я не знаю, це раз мені повезло його через тих кажанів заїбашити. Якщо серйозно, я другий раз так не вийде. Ага, в бік, не прямо, а в бік. Все, блядь, все так треба його ловити. Ну що мені, блядь, з ним робити? Ну, сука. Раз повезло просто його завалить. Другий раз так не повезе, вже все, блядь. Другий раз вже не вийде. Ого, блядь. Давай, грузись, блядь. Та мені похую, йди нахуй, тіп. Ні, чесно, мені похуй на тебе, на твою маму. Давай. Сука, блядь, та баба, блядь, используй, ти, блядь, на всіх злость викидеш, ти підараса син, блядь. Иди нахуй, блядь. Ты шлюхи, блядь. Чтоб ты пидорас, сука, драк, на, блядь. Давай, шнеле. Там не названюйте.
Gods, start praying now.
Ну він мене зносить з плюхи, ну я не знаю, це нереально його завалить. Ну, це піздец. Це пізда рулю нахуй. Блядь, нахуй я ту ленточку, бля, було отпизди її нахуй, все, і забили, блядь, хер, все. Не, блядь. Ого. Біда. Він що, блядь, 2 часа босса цього одного валить?
I want you just for this. You tricked me. Both of you!
Didn't plan any of it.
Silence!
їбе, ось, диви. Без вазеліна, нахуй, тупо, бля, їбе, блядь, все. Що, блядь, з йому зробиш, блядь? Ну.
Acknowledge any gods. Start praying now.
Блядь, я не знаю, як у них пилиться. Це Unreal, нахуй. Убивай, це списано. Коротше, я зараз перезагрузю гру, я попробую останній раз все завалити, не вийде. Считайте, гру пройшов. Все, до свидання, бля, гра. Я її не буду, сука, психіку свою портить за ці залупи. За якогось дебіла одного нещасного, блядь, я не буду. Це ну я нахуй, блядь. Оце остання попитка, все. Я не можу, бля, його завалити. Я не знаю, що з ним робити треба, щоб його завалити. Це взагалі, ну, блядь. Він з двох плюх виносить по факту. Я не знаю, його невозможно завалити, блядь. Це, сука, на самому легкому. Блядь, твою мать, та це що за хуйня? Що за бос такий, блядь? Ой, блядь, коротше, це біда, нахуй, я не знаю. Там ухиляйся, не ухиляйся, блядь. Він попадає і все, блядь, тими, сука, своїми кажанами, блядь. Ну і все, блядь, я не знаю. Щас попробуємо, ну я не знаю, бля. Ну будем считати, що гра пройдена, ну бля, ну а що будем робити? Що я там будем робити? Бля, він мене заїбав, блядь, типа, я вже це бачив, 100 раз уже так. Ти нахуй, блядь, серйозно, блядь. Подожди, масло я на цей раз може не зняв, залийте масло, все залийте, блядь. Його тупо не б'є, блядь. Ну все, бля, я, блядь, ну не встигаю, даже ухильнувся, понимаєш, бля, він тупо, блядь, їбе і все, блядь.
Any gods, start praying now.
Ну все, блядь, ну куда ухильнуться? Тут не Unreal, невозможно. Де він, блядь? Ну, сука! Де ти, де ти, де ти, де ти, де ти, де ти? Я щось в інтернеті гляну, як його завалили, блядь. Я не знаю, блядь, це пізда. Ютуб. Я не знаю, коли його завалили, блядь. Я не знаю, зараз подивимося, як вони його валили.
Всем привет, сегодня я хочу...
Я не понимаю, блядь.
Хотя мутагены у меня все только на здоровье стояли.
Ти, він даже, понімаєш, він даже
Сложный.
цю не використовує. Він тупо їбе його, я не знаю.
И желательно прокачать квен по максимуму. Первая стадия, ничего сложного, уворачиваемся, бьем.
Та перша їздя, а друга.
То есть, вот он собирает летучих мышей, нужно либо бежать постоянно в сторону, либо уворачиваться, так как эта херня может сваншотить. Но когда он вот таким образом телепортируется, делаем ему 2-3 удара и отскакиваем. Он снова поднимется в воздух. Вот. Лично я ждал всегда атаки мышей и после нее атаковал. За камеру, прошу прощения, играл я с PlayStation все-таки. В эти ловушки лучше не попадаться.
Ну хорошо, ти їбеш його потім, поняв. Хорошо, дальше. Що дальше?
То есть... Говорят, что можно пользоваться артом его сбивать, но лично я лучше качал квен и пользовался защитным щитом. 20 минут после приема пищи восстанавливается здоровье. Но это...
Дальше що ти робив?
Передвигаться постепенно, а не разрываться. Хотя это тоже, так скажем, может быть опасно. Конечно, здесь у Детов не такой большой урон, как он наносил нам на второй стадии. Так что просто нужно уворачиваться и пинать вот эти штуковины. Вот. Да, конечно, это не так просто, как кажется. И нам урона не... Последний шаг желеобразного. Конечно, было бы проще, если бы в такие моменты он бы сам себе урон наносил, но увы. Все, добиваем последний шаг. Взрывается вот эта сфера, и нам остается самое легкое. Подбить, нанести добивающий удар, ну и наслаждаться кат-сценой. И с вами прощаюсь.
Я їбу рот, блядь. О, господи, як жорстко. Давай, блядь, він притом, блядь, квен, блядь, це типа що, броня нахуй, чи що таке квен нахуй? Я ну що смітився, квеном він якимсь, каже, пользується. Тихо. Та, блядь, мені похуй уже. Мене заїбав уже, блядь. Квен якийсь, блядь, чи що він?
I want just enough. You tricked me, both of you.
Тихо, дай использовать квен.
Silence.
А, все, блядь. Диви, блядь, квен пользуешь и все, блядь. Все, я понял, блядь, заебись.
Any gods?
А, хуярства, заебись. Помогай ваш квен, блядь. блядь, ну шанс його їбашить, ладно. Не знаю, до нього не підійдеш і не їбе, блядь, сильно. Все равно. Де ти там літаєш? Так, дійшли до слідчого моменту. Другий раз тільки, до речі, з цей копиток. Побачили, хорошо, молодець, далі. І. Зразу, блядь, блядь. Можемо? Бля, не можемо. Задання. Ні. Подожди. Що у нас хп ще дає?
Prepare to die, Witcher!
Блять, ніхуя не встиг зробити. Ладно. Господи боже, який же ж бос йобнутий. Ні, я не знаю, це піздец. Як вони зробили? Типа в грі вообще боси деякі легкі, слишком нахуй, деякі, блядь, нереально нахуй заїбашить вообще. Я не знаю, тупо, це вже така діч уже.
was just the last. You tricked
Давай,
me.
покажи гром.
Didn't plan any of it.
Silence!
Like that silver.
Фен трошечки допомагає, це ти мені вначалі. Ну це ізі. Це хуйня, а далі.
Acknowledge any gods. Start praying now.
Ну, повезло, диви. Лишилось. О, ой, іди сюди, іди сюди. Ага, хуя з два, блядь. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Оху. Біда. Хлопці, біда, коротше. Я не можу прийти боса, блядь. Час нахуй.
I was just the last. You tricked me. Both of you.
Didn't plan any of it.
Silence!
Ні, це піздець. Це... Я не знаю. Блін, може в мене... Слухайте, може в мене на настройках щось стоїть? Що я не можу його пройти, а ну-ка, підождіть. Блядь, а що ж буде, якщо самий сложний поставити? Ну це хуйня, це хуйня. А дальше пиздец, блядь.
Acknowledge any gods. Start praying now.
Так, де він, де ти? Ось о. О, перейшли. І в нас 2 ці осталось. Слухайте, тут є шанс виграти. У цьому моменті. Все, тут осторожно граємо.
stop me. Prepare to die, Witcher!
Ну тако робимо. О! Все. Забрали нахер. Господи, блядь. Скільки ми його хуярили, блядь? Часа... Десь час, блядь. Ну точно час, блядь.
Leave him to me. Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist. My, what a smashing ensemble. You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabrics available, and according to the best tailoring practices. But one must have a modicum of taste to appreciate this. Even the most exquisite robes cover only deficiencies in beauty, never in refinement.
Rather not bicker about taste. Don't like to. It's neither interesting nor productive.
This particular Witcher has an inborn intolerance for formal occasions. Yet he's to attend just such an event shortly. I expect that's the source of his prickliness. So try not to take things personally, Master Taylor. Rather pity him. For in truth, stage fright overwhelms him. He trembles at the thought that he has no notion how to behave in the presence of Her Grace's Majesty.
As well he should. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Order of Vitis Vinifera, demands appropriate attire. The Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on a suit of armor caked in mud. Palace protocol places enormous emphasis on form, virtuous tradition, etiquette.
Huh. A tradition which values appearances ahead of all else. Which calls for lordly, glistening triviality and misplaced generosity.
Sound wistful. Pensive, Regis. That because they refuse to buy you a new outfit?
Hardly. It's the tone I ever adopt when I find myself pondering, which, believe it or not, happens quite a lot. Besides, I've no need for a new outfit as I shall not be attending the ceremony.
Why not?
Because unlike you, I don't have to. I shall begin to pack my belongings instead. I trust you'll join me later, once you're richer by a medal and a fascinating new experience?
Count on it. Ceremonies, medals honoring virtues, just keeps coming up.
I've had no reprieve either. And I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion. It's the one piece of the puzzle that never seemed to fit.
Mean you suddenly believe the 5 virtues theory, after all we've revealed?
It's not a question of belief, superstition, or old wives' tales. It's a conclusion derived through exercising pure logic. Syanna planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, surely there'd have been a 5th victim. One the gossips would have associated with a lack of compassion.
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the ceremony. Syanna's in the palace. Courtiers pressured the Duchess to lock her in a tower.
Do you care not a whit who else was in her black book? We've some time before the ceremony. We could still chat with that boot-cleaning urchin. He was the one to pass the victims' names to Dettlaff. Perhaps we missed something.
Regis, Bootblack didn't say anything about making deliveries when we talked to him. How do you know he handled the letters?
While you basked in glory and tried on new formal wear, I conducted a little investigation of my own. You'd be very proud to see how I conducted myself. I began by concocting an ample supply of boot wash for our enterprising young friend. I'd observed that among street folk, amidst their society as a whole, reciprocity takes precedence over all other codes, and thus no good deed goes unrewarded. Of course, the same holds true for malicious or destructive deeds.
The letters. What's the connection?
When the bootblack arrived to collect his bucketful, he hinted he knew more. Simply put, we'd failed to ask the proper questions when we chatted earlier. It took a bit more tongue-loosening, but ultimately he spoke. He admitted he'd handed Dettlaff the letters. He knew this information was valuable to me. In providing it, he was simply repaying me.
All in all, why not check up on that? We'll go together, assuming we're done here.
I am done, yes. It lies in your hands now to see if you are able to present my handiwork at the ceremony with the dignity it is due. or if you will first destroy it, crawling about the city's underbelly.
Promise to be careful.
Oh, it's the swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know. But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean souls. A fine slogan.
How's business?
Well enough. I can't complain. Though it'd be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
Beggars brought them.
Why didn't you tell us this before, when we first talked?
You didn't ask about beggars now, did you?
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all. Oh, I know! They all had no home!
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard. Where'd they get the letters? They pick them up? Get them from someone?
I don't know. They'd come, hand me a letter, and walk away. I asked no questions.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that boot shine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter, most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then right.
Thanks, kid. For your trouble. We must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
Слава Богу, блін, ми того боса завалили. Це просто меж руки трясуться. Ні, вообще, в принципі. Що прям піздец. То ні, ну просто там трошки тих кажанів моментів такий. Важко ухилитися. І він тупо з плюхи зносить, якщо попадав.
You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
Gentlemen, calm, please.
Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
The shelter, them living here, bothers you. Question is why?
Look, Ballard. Another defender of the poor. Fighter for justice.
Damn nuisance. We've our women and young folk living next door, when even grown men fear to walk past such rabble.
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves.
Why? Do you doubt it?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois? He poking insults us. On our own turf.
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
Witcher, try me!
I almost numbed my guts in fear.
All right. I can take a hint. Come, time to go.
I thank you so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm grateful. Immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk, the shelter, elsewhere. They dislike that I help the beggars. I do not oppose going elsewhere, were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you? My turn to aid you.
What is this place? Poorhouse?
You could call it that. They come here to rest and eat a hot meal.
You help them.
Тобто, Стара, нам ще довго це проходить тут? Я так
Because
предполагаю,
they
це вже
need
все, да? Чисто торжество, прийде тріс і все,
Need some
типа, да?
information. Looking for a man
Чи
who
ще
might
щось
have
буде?
mentioned the boot black in Rue de Garl.
The boot black. A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
Подождіть, мені одну хрена подивитися. Щас. Ух, саме сложне ми пройшли. В принципі. Так. 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 Все, в принципі. Фігню глянув. Трон. Пішли.
Sure all your usual beggars will be here?
They're not obliged to come, of course. But they rarely find a decent meal elsewhere. So, almost all in the area eat here.
Thanks. We'll wait. Nice of you to let us.
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve the soup. These two gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold. And we wouldn't want that, would we?
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed letters to the boot black. I know this.
Does anyone know what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the boot black. And Freshy, he got one. But he can't tell you, as he's not here.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
I need the letter. It's very important. It's no use to you anymore.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightened.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. This man helped me a short while ago, helped all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the boot black anyways. It's always muddy there.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Well. I must say, even I did not expect this. This time you will see to our Duchessa. It seems we underestimated Siana rather grossly.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Puzzle complete now.
Alas, the matter ceased to be a tantalizing brain tease and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler. We've proof of a coup d'etat.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim. Siana planned it from the start.
Indeed. The logical conclusion, Geralt.
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victims' links to Siana, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions. Ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Siana murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you can always ask her yourself.
Actually, love to learn her motives.
Praiseworthy, I suppose. Sometimes one should stare evil in the face.
Seems a bit strong, no?
She used my friend as her tool for killing. I believe I've every right to condemn her, but I support your lust for the truth. Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole path to knowledge. I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Siana locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. Think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her. Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mare la Chaise-Longue. I'll not risk entering the palace after Detloff and his minions rampage. Besides, I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake brew to that of the Duchess's vile sister.
So, said straight up, it means you're going off to get drunk because you hate Siana.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind, but I admit I could not vouch for my behavior in her presence. She treated Detloff cruelly, caused his death in the end, and now this? Atop all that? No, Geralt. I will not go with you. I will await you in the cemetery.
Так.
Geralt of Rivia, Slayer of the Beast. I am in your debt. We all are.
Так, нам треба, знаєте що? Інтоксикація ж у нас, це не дуже хорошо, давайте. Так, о. Є ж друге діло. Так.
If only those vampires had gobbled me down.
Our blood's worth less than mine.
Давайте пробіжається породу, вже останні, як кажуть, моменти граємо цю гру. Так що.
Stocks and the whip await those running riot. Our duchy
Watch it.
I'm to have a little sister. I'm to have
It's the Butcher of Blaviken.
Mama says that if someone's weak,
Наслаждаємося цим світом трошки.
Must be a terribly barbaric land.
Останні моменти вже граємо тут.
Halt!
Need to see Sienna, urgently.
In the matter of?
Want to talk to her. It's important.
Want to talk? Go see your gran at tea time. Not one locked up on the Duchess's orders. No doing without special permission. Period.
Found some information important to her case. Need an explanation, urgently.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no? Then you've my permission, but only for a few minutes.
Promise to be brief.
Пішли.
The Witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorias' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me.
I know who the fifth victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Deadloff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you?
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated. Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? Oh, she's no longer in danger, true. But you very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
If she loved me so, why did she wash her hands off me? Forget me, hmm?
Sienna, you were exiled when she was how old? 12? 13? She was a child. What was she supposed to do? Rebel? Organize a coup? Steal your father's seal and forge a pardon? She was powerless. Wiped you from her memory not because she didn't care, but because your departure was traumatic for her. She forgot because that was the only way she could handle the pain.
Ugh. You meant what you said in the Land of a Thousand Fables. You really want a happy ending to this story, don't you? Ah, with all of us living happily ever after. Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
Farewell, Sienna.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Let's go. Want to see him too. Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Your face doesn't look good. Though it looked even worse last I saw you.
I apply a balm of arnica. Yeah, I hardly feel it anymore.
All right, we can start.
Very well. But you must behave. Less like a hired thug, and more like a man deserving of the Duchy's highest honor. In fact, you'd do best to maintain a dignified silence throughout. Let's begin the ceremony. Come with me. The Duchess awaits. In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness. Your grace,
Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Tucson's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, Slayer of the Beast of Beauclair, step forth.
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
I have a small surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Sonreal, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table. The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
Feels like a second distinction. I'm honored. Thank you.
I trust you shall make good use of it. In a moment I shall speak to Siana. Will you assist me? You returned my sister to me, yet you also showed me her horrendous deeds. As head of state, I must judge her fairly. But she is my sister. Thus my heart bleeds for her.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Що ж, як його правильно вибрати, щоб її там все вони помирились?
Bitterness consumes Siana. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Siana?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child. Thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you... Your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, damn it. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
Claim to understand them all? Why'd you come back for revenge? Have them all cut down then?
They deserved my vengeance. They detested me, all of them, as long as I can remember. But Anarietta understood me. Once. She was all I could cling to. Her betrayal hurt the most.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace. Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark. And which you set afire at the last, to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace. Supposed acts of cruelty. Inappropriate friendships. They cast me out. But you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you. Sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you forgive me?
All in all, best part of the whole ceremony? It was short.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips. How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diavolus variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavor profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
You decide to go root picking now? It's dark out.
Geralt. Even were I generously to assume it had simply slipped your mind that I am a vampire and thus need no light to see, I'd never believe you had also forgotten that you likewise have absolutely no trouble seeing in the dark. So, shall we?
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
This moonlight makes me old.
Так, маска мандрагори. От, блін, знаєте, от вроді хороша концовка, да? Типа там вижила сестра, там вони помирилися. От, блядь, скільки жертв із-за них, понімаєте? Перше, той вампір з ума зійшов із-за тої сестри. Да, от якщо серйозно. Скільки людей погубили. Із-за того, що дві сестри там, блядь, десь щось не могли помиритися в своє время, просто поговорити. Таке. Вроді і концовка хороша, да? От. А по факту якось грустно. Ой. Ну, просто люди погибли, ну. Ті люди. От знаєте, похоже, зараз происходить оце з цією війною, що зараз происходить. Тоже. Б'ються, ви розумієте, не можуть договоритися між собою. Багаті люди великі, да? Грубо говоря, там, які світом керують. Подобна історія.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking... Oh, how anything can...
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all. Damn it, where'd you go?
Де він дівся вже?
Regis! Damn it, where'd you go? Regis! Damn it, where'd you go?
You raise your hand against the vampire! You shall die for that!
I did what I had to do!
Де вона тут взялась?
Detlef is dead!
Damn it.
Це жесть.
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink. Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home, on the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Know what? Think I just might. Come on now, don't laugh. Maybe not today or tomorrow. But one day I'll want to see what it's like. To just wake up every day in my own bed.
Oh, stop, please. Sounds so sentimental, my fangs have begun to hurt. Then what? Will you begin writing your memoirs like Dandelion? I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view. I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
От і все. Закончилась історія. До речі, я там щось бачив. Там де сцена, де Тріс прийшла. О, да, вона є ця сценка, пішли. Зараз ми мою кохану побачимо. Для коханої ми вдягнемося охеренно, да, от очечки раз. Зараз ми вдягнемося щось типу такого плана. Во. Рукавички може я такі котав. Диви. І отакі туфлі до неї. Не, ну ми ж до дружини своєї йдемо, правильно? Я думаю, дивіться, в принципі, що, ми вже гру закончили. Давайте напослідок проїдемося без телепортів на конячки. Спокійно осмотримося. Це вже останній момент цієї гри, як кажуть. Ну так, не спіша. Біжи, моя конячка, біжи. Ну біжи. Що з тобою?
Faster.
Якийсь, до речі, нам меч подарили якийсь, да? Який? Ну цей типу нам подарили. Ну, та напоследок полюбуємося цим світом.
Hi, handsome.
So what's it gonna be?
Good folk! Have you seen these prices?
Russian.
Oh, damn. Rumble, madam. Where are you going?
Here's some free advice, Witchman. If you've no reason to live, live to spite.
It's thin scrapings around here.
Oh!
Is it true? Peasants got garbage cows.
Кажи. Десь не тут, а далі. Сідай.
That's it, Roach.
А що там по задачах у нас взагалі виходить? Нічого й нема. Да, по суті. Зробили. Все, крім всяких гонок там так далі.
The beast! Can you fathom it? Vermentino and Coronado reconciled?
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Triss?
In the flesh?
I thought you were in Kovir.
I got tired of waiting for you, so I decided to head to Toussaint. Catch some sun, see how things are going. You said it would only take a moment.
Things are pretty much wrapped up, luckily. We'll be able to head north soon.
I hope you're not upset I came like this, without warning.
True, I haven't always been fond of surprises. They remind me of work. The law of surprise, surprise child. But I think I've changed my mind. Seems surprises can actually be pleasant. Very pleasant. Let's go outside. There's this one cozy spot you're gonna love. How are things in Kovir?
Amazingly boring and predictable. Council meetings mainly concern trade matters, tariffs, storage regulations, that sort of thing.
Missing the excitement?
You know the Aetheri's saying, may you live in interesting times? Well, I've already done that, and now I'm looking for a bit of quiet. The other mages I brought with me from Novigrad, or who made it north on their own, feel the same. You wouldn't recognize them. No conspiracies, cabals, plotting. They just sit there and work, for the good of the kingdom. Sometimes I think it's all too lovely to be true. That something's bound to happen. Another war, or some other horror. But for now, it's nice. And once you finish your business here and come join me, it'll be even better.
So, how do you like my vineyard?
I think you know the answer to that. I like it a lot. House is big, but not showy. Lovely location. Perfect for romantic getaways.
Just finished some remodeling. Paid through the nose for it, but I think it was worth it. There are already some new saplings and flowers around the grounds, but I think it's still missing something. Maybe a hedge maze? With a statue in the center? One that's stately and nude.
Ugh, Geralt, don't bring up that ball. The wine got to my head and I...
Not bringing it up to tease, but to reminisce. That evening, it was magic. And your dress. You looked lovely in it.
I've got it with me. I could put it on one evening. We'll dine outside by candlelight. Listen to the music of the cicadas.
Can't wait. How'd you find me? Kavir's a long way off.
I have my ways, Geralt. A hydromancy, for example.
Oh yeah, that's right. So, what becomes of us? See anything else in the reflection?
Zoltan moves in.
Please tell me you're joking.
You can breathe easy. Far as I know, he settled down in Novigrad and has no intention of budging. In all seriousness, though, I did see a few scraps of our future, but I'd rather not tell you exactly what.
Why not?
Because you said you've grown to like pleasant surprises.
This is your first time in Toussaint, right? Want me to show you around a bit?
Sorry, but I've already made plans.
Oh? What are you going to do?
Lie down in the sun and not move an inch.
Ah, right. A packed schedule. Not overdoing it a tad.
Oh, gotta get the most of this weather before I return north. Know that joke about how to tell when summer's come to Kavir?
The rain isn't quite so cold.
And sadly, that's not far from the truth. Oh, I shouldn't have told you that. Now you'll change your mind and not come join me.
I wouldn't worry about that. Mind if I leave you here alone for a moment?
Just a moment.
І Тріс відпочиває повільнішко. А ми подивимося, що нам в хаті положили і йдемо. Стрім вже все, ми завершимо. Ми з Відьмаком закончили, считайте. Щось і на столі тут нам залишив. Чи для мотоєна, коротше, щось він зробив. Добре. Друзі, зберігаємося. А, і ще я хочу подивитися, що там наверху нас піднялось. Тож до нас Тріс приїхав, ми ж тепер тут не одні живемо. Плаття це її. Це те, походу, з балу. Ні, не те, навіть друге. Ну, ми для Тріс зробили тут таку картину. Цей Геральт голий тут для неї спеціально. Якщо хай любується. І в 5. А ну-ка, подивимося, це ж вона зараз відпочивати тут буде, а ну-ка, ну любопитно чи ні. Давайте медитацію на ніч перейдемо. Странно, не тут у нас спить, походу. Де вона? Вона тут може спить. Добре, друзі, все. Ми закінчили проходження Відьмак 3. Були матюки тут з босами деякими. Всякого було, але ми цю гру закончили, ми цей шедевр закончили. Може колись я надумаю його перепройти з другими концовками, на російській мові вже буде проходити. Ну це буде не скоро. Значить, дивіться, десь я годинку відпочиваю і продовжуємо проходити. Почнемо проходити Red Dead 2. Буквально десь через годинку. Трошки перерву зроблю, підготовлю стрім, все налаштую і так далі. Все, всім до завтра. Дякую, що були на стріму. Ставте лайки, підписуйтесь на канал. Да, моментами я токсичний буваю, там матюкаюсь так жорстко. Ну, я танкіст, що ти з цим зробиш? Без цього ніяк. Все, всім до сьогодні. Через годинку десь зустрінемося.